Hi Richard, how are you, mate?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Oh, very well, mate, very well. Just talking through your team selection, it's a strong starting 15, this one, for what's obviously going to be a tough task this weekend.
Yeah, look, we've picked up pretty much our best team available. Probably the headlines probably Blair at 10, which I felt was the right selection for this week. Going into the game with an attitude to go there and play and really take the game to Racing and on the back of Yaka not being able to play much in the last few weeks. So yeah, it's a good strong side, and we're looking forward to the challenge. I mean, they're obviously losing finalists last year. They're in the top four of the top 14. They're obviously a very well put together team, and it's going to be a huge challenge for us, but one we're looking forward to.
How much sort of work have you had to do with Blair, sort of taking on that 10 jersey? Is it a role that he's comfortable with, do you think?
Yeah, look, I think ball in hand, he's a threat, and he's very off the cuff and creates opportunities because he's naturally very, very instinctive and very quick. Obviously, the bit of the game controls are lacking a little bit because it's not his natural position. But I thought it was the right decision for this week, all things considered. So I think it's a bold selection, but one that's very, very much worth the risk.
What do you think are the key strengths that allow him to sort of take on that role?
Look, he, like I say, he's very instinctive. If we can get front foot ball, he's very dangerous. He talks well, he understands the game well, he sees the pictures in front of him really well. So if there's opportunities to attack, he'll see them and hopefully we'll exploit them. A little bit more probably around, obviously, Yako not being able, hasn't played. We wanted to get good minutes into him last week, but he got a dead leg, hasn't been able to train until today. So I felt the right thing to do was to pick Blair because I think it suits our game for this weekend.
Has he played much there at all, at 10 at all?
A tiny bit since I've been here, but probably not since his school days.
And just obviously with Racing, obviously they're not that Finn Russell. I mean, is that a sort of blessing or a curse for you guys? Obviously, he's one of the world's sort of top operators in that position, but I suppose you guys also have the benefit of knowing his game inside out.
Oh, look, Finn's a wonderful player, one of the best in the world, and I'm happy. I'm happy he's not playing because look, he's going to be a threat. He makes them tick and he creates something from nothing. So obviously, look, they're still a very, very good side, and they'll be a huge threat to us or any team really that they play against. But without Finn, they've got that little bit less X factor, and obviously that's going to be helpful, hopefully, for ourselves.
Finally, just for me, as Michael was talking about there with Hamish getting his award, can you just give us your reaction to that? What a fantastic sort of achievement and sort of really sort of deserved award for the performances he's put in over the Six Nations.
Yeah, look, he's been standout for Scotland. He's been consistently good. He hasn't just played one game and then been an average game the next. He's been probably Scotland's most consistent and best player the whole way through. So when I saw him nominated, it actually didn't come as a huge surprise that he won it because he has been very, very good in every single game he's played. So, credit to him and delighted for him and delighted for us as a club because, we've got the player of the tournament, the Six Nations, and he plays for Edinburgh Rugby, which is a great credit to him and to the club itself. So, yeah, delighted for him and hopefully that will put him in a really strong position with obviously the Lions tour coming up in the summer.
Just going to ask, have you got any doubts in your minds that he won't make that trip come the end of the season, or do you think he's nailed on given the way he's been performing?
I think he's put himself in a very strong position to be part of that selection conversation. He's probably in one of the strongest positions that the Lions can pick from with the other nations as well. So look, he cannot do any more than what he's done to be put in the selection picture. And look, no one would be surprised if he got selected for the Lions. However, there are some very, very good players from other countries. So look, but he couldn't have done any more than what he's done. Let's keep fingers crossed that there's an opportunity for him there.
Cheers, Cockers. Appreciate it. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. Cheers.